I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a pickup of 3. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, 25 yards for the touchdown. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Right back to Sanders on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeout. Important fourth down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a time. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 63 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Philadelphia.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow. Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you look back over the